Who doesn't like a great action RPG? Action RPGs are one of the most popular genres for good reason. Combine intensive moment-to-moment gameplay with addicting RPG progression systems, and you got a recipe for some of the best games ever made. Turn-based combat is great and all, but for gamers looking for something more trigger-happy, here are 7 action RPGs to get obsessed over. Now these are just my own recommendations. If you have another title to shout out, make sure to put it in the comments below. Let's get started. At this point, tons of RPG fans have already experienced the behemoth that is The Witcher 3. But if you have somehow missed the boat until now, it's a phenomenal RPG for good reason. Taking control of Geralt on his quest to find his protege Ciri, you'll travel immersive, Slavic-inspired landscapes, from fog-choked swamps to bustling cities, all brought to life with staggering detail. You'll dive into some of the best side quests in gaming, hunt dangerous monsters, play a few too many rounds of Gwent, and fight your way through a combat system built on fast swordplay, tactical dodging, magic-like signs, and meticulous preparation with oils and potions. The highlight for me is easily the quest design. The level of narrative complexity and involvement in the Witcher 3 questlines is mind-blowing at times, with decisions that genuinely shape the outcome of stories and leave lasting impacts on the world and its characters. Watching how your actions ripple through the lives of Geralt, Ciri, Yennefer, the Bloody Baron, and countless others is captivating in a way few games can match. The gameplay itself isn't something you'll sink endless hours into just for its own sake, but it complements the role-playing perfectly, serving as a satisfying foundation for the rich storytelling, world-building, and sense of consequence that makes The Witcher 3 unforgettable. Who else remembers when Kingdom Hearts was great? For years now, Tetsuya Nomura has made the story of Kingdom Hearts frankly horrible, becoming so convoluted that it's becoming a long-running meme. But older gamers will remember an era, the PS2 era specifically, when Kingdom Hearts was a top-tier JRPG franchise and lived up to its reputation. Kingdom Hearts 2 specifically was amazing. The story was still palatable, the Disney worlds had charm and relevance to the plot, the music slapped, and the combat was fantastic. Kingdom Hearts 2 was one of the earlier games that really nailed flashy anime sword fights, and the gameplay still holds up to this day. With so many ways to customize your Keyblade attack patterns, Kingdom Hearts 2 brought substance to the combat along with the style. It is easy for games that go for flashy combat to lack a strong mechanical basis, but KH2 has some solid mechanics up its sleeve that reward skill, planning, and pattern recognition. And let's not forget the boss fights. The boss fights in KH2 are glorious. Anime one-on-one duels with Organization 13 still is cinematic to this day. Even if you're not into Disney or Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 2 offers some unique, top-class combat that is still worth checking out today. At number 5, we have arguably the best isometric ARPG out right now, and of course it is Path of Exile. There's no sugarcoating it though, Path of Exile is a daunting game. A quick look at the game's skill tree is enough to grasp what level of complexity we are dealing with. However, if you can buckle down and dive into PoE's many deep systems, what you'll find is one of the most content-rich, build-diverse, and quality ARPG experiences out there. The campaign itself offers a solid amount of content for beginners, spanning 10 acts which takes you through a variety of maps and challenging bosses. For more dedicated players that get past the campaign though, an expansive, rich endgame awaits you. Most players say that this is where PoE truly begins, as the endgame continues to offer satisfying progression avenues through its Atlas system, allowing you to customize your own maps, which are the levels, and farms. Not to mention that the endgame pinnacle bosses have some of the best boss fight designs ever seen in isometric ARPGs. I love it, but PoE is definitely for a certain kind of player. If you're looking for a forever game with tons of depth, Path of Exile is for you. Coming in at number 4 is the latest CD Projekt Red game, Cyberpunk 2077. While it's still remembered for its disastrous launch, the game has come a long way since then. Bugs have been squashed, performance has been improved, and a tremendous amount of content has been added. With the Phantom Liberty expansion, CD Projekt Red pulled off something of a miracle, finally delivering the massive, immersive action RPG it was promised to be. The star of the show is undoubtedly Night City. On both the technical and aesthetic level, this is one of the most impressive locations in gaming. The graphical fidelity is just jaw-dropping, and the sheer density of detail in every alley, market, and mega building makes the city feel alive. It's more than a backdrop, it's a character in its own right, buzzing with NPC chatter, neon glare, and that constant hum of urban chaos. Within this incredible setting, Cyberpunk 2077 delivers strong quest lines. Much like The Witcher 3 before it, the side quests are narratively rich, filled with memorable characters, moral gray areas, and stories that pull you in for their own sake, not for the XP or loot, but because they're simply worth experiencing. And then there's the combat. While it plays much like a modern shooter at its core, the depth comes from the build variety. Cyberware enhancements, quick hacks for hacking enemies and devices mid-fight, melee weapons like mantis blades or katanas, and a huge arsenal of guns that each have a unique, satisfying feel. Whether you're sliding into cover with a silenced pistol, unleashing quick hacks to melt an enemy's cyberware, or charging head-on with a shotgun, the game supports a wide range of playstyles, making every encounter feel customizable to how you want to approach it. Even if you were turned off by its disastrous launch, I'd still recommend you check it out now. Cyberpunk 2077 has really become something special. At number 3 is one of my personal favorite games of all time, Nier Automata. What a game! This is a title that's always looking to surprise you. While it mostly plays as a third-person action RPG with tight, stylish combat, it constantly shifts genres, turning into a 2D platformer, a bullet hell shooter, even a visual novel at times. Yet somehow it all works seamlessly. Director Yoko Taro is known for his eccentric, boundary-pushing storytelling, and here it's on full display. The story starts simple, androids fighting machines in a post-apocalyptic Earth, but the more you play, the more it peels back its layers, revealing emotional gut punches and philosophical questions about existence, purpose, and identity. And it's not just one playthrough. Nier Automata's multiple routes are essential to getting the full picture, with later runs recontextualizing earlier events in ways that will stick with you for years. Combat is handled by Platinum Games, so you know it's sharp, fast, fluid, and packed with style. You've got melee combos, ranged pod attacks, dodge cancels, and a variety of weapons that all feel great to use. Pair that with one of the best soundtracks in gaming, haunting, beautiful, and dynamic, and you've got a game that's not just fun to play, but unforgettable to experience. For number 2, I'm putting Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. The original Final Fantasy VII is one of the most beloved JRPGs ever, so when Square Enix announced a remake, expectations were sky high, and somehow they delivered. These games take the iconic world and characters of the original and reimagine them with modern visuals, fully voiced dialogue, expanded storylines, and a combat system that blends the best of action and strategy. Combat is a beautiful hybrid. You're actively dodging, blocking, and attacking in real time, but can also slow down the action to issue tactical commands, cast spells, or use abilities. Each character feels distinct. You got Cloud with his heavy-hitting sword stances, Tifa with rapid martial arts combos, Barret laying down ranged firepower, and Aerith casting devastating magic from afar. It's a system that rewards smart strategy and skillful execution in equal measure. The presentation is top tier. The cutscenes are gorgeous, the music is both nostalgic and newly arranged, and the expanded interactions give beloved characters like Aerith, Tifa, and Barret even more personality and depth. Whether you're revisiting Midgar in Remake or exploring the open fields of Rebirth, this is Final Fantasy firing on all cylinders. Modern, cinematic, but still rooted in what made the original so iconic. The most diehard purists might not like the new meta direction that the remake series is heading towards narratively, but I kind of like how the differences allow both the remake and original to exist together as separate experiences. And finally, at number 1, what else could it be but Elden Ring? From Software took the core DNA of the Dark Souls series, challenging combat, rewarding exploration, and cryptic world building, and fused it with a massive open world, creating something generational. The Lands Between is a place you can lose yourself in for hundreds of hours. There's no hand-holding, no quest markers, you're just encouraged to follow your curiosity, which you are then rewarded with some of the most awe-inspiring vistas, terrifying dungeons, and unforgettable boss encounters in all of gaming. Combat is brutally satisfying. You can stick to classic melee builds, rain destruction with sorcery or faith-based incantations, or mix and match until you find something uniquely yours. The variety of playstyles is truly staggering. Colossal swords, twin katanas, dragon summoning spells, spirit ash allies, mounted combat on your spectral steed's torrent, it all comes together to make every player's journal feel unique and personal. And the bosses, my god, the bosses. They're equal parts breathtaking and punishing, demanding mastery of your build and mechanics. But when you finally topple that seemingly impossible foe, few games can match the rush of victory Elden Ring delivers. This isn't just one of the best action RPGs ever made, it's one of the best games ever made, period. It might feel hard to approach, but I encourage every gamer to take a chance on this phenomenal work of art that shattered the bar for all action RPGs. And there you have it, 7 ARPGs to get obsessed with. Did any of these pique your interest? What other titles would be on your own list? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hey, thanks for reaching the end of the video. If you enjoyed this kind of content, consider liking and subscribing to help grow the channel. See you in the next one.